This is the AWE. And this is Qiqi. If you didn't know, Qiqi is not from the AWE universe originally. She just she hangs out here. She's actually originally from the land of Teyvat. And let's just call this the Teyvat timeline. In fact, let's just draw this as a little Teyvat Prime. This is the one. This is the OG. And Qiqi has lived her entire life in this Teyvat timeline. Look at her go. Now, when the AWE is in search of new superstars, we don't just start grabbing from this Teyvat timeline, for example. What happens is we create a breakpoint here, and essentially in conjunction with the AWE, create a new Teyvat timeline. I guess this should really be Prime, and this should be like 0. That makes more sense. We'll go with that instead. And with that, this Qiqi now resides on this Teyvat timeline, which has a physical connection to the AWE. It's how characters like Nahida went home for her birthday to check up on Sumeru, and it moves at the same speed, essentially, as the AWE. This Qiqi exists, and this is our Qiqi. However, this Qiqi still exists in the Teyvat timeline, so we essentially leave this entire timeline undisturbed. These two Qiqis can never interact, these two timelines can never interact. And this is essentially how we do all of our scouting, including the worlds of Persona, or the worlds of, more recently, Guilty Gear. These all become timeline branches from their original timelines, essentially. The reason we've done this like this is if a terrible world-ending, horrible calamity were to happen in the AWE, our last resort would be to send these characters back to these prime timelines, where then we can, in terribly dire straits, close off the connections to these timelines. Once these pathways are closed, we can never reopen to these prime timelines. We can only go back and reconnect to these original timelines. That is if we were to send everyone home. I think you see the potential issue here. If, for example, Qiqi were in the AWE, and this timeline was cut off, Qiqi could never go back to this timeline. Qiqi could never go back to this timeline because there's already a Qiqi there. Any friends, family, loved ones that Qiqi had in this prime timeline, our prime Qiqi, she could never see them again. She would be forced to stay here in the AWE. I suppose she could travel to these other timelines if need be, but anyone that she interacted with that's not already in the AWE, well, she could never go back to the home that she calls Teyvat. And while that's sad for Qiqi, it's also sad for everyone else in this prime timeline. And while Qiqi is just a tiny, innocent little zombie kid, that doesn't have a major effect on this Teyvat prime world. But you have to take in mind, Qiqi's not the only person from this world. Can you imagine if, say, a Nahida, Archon of Sumeru, or a father were to also essentially be removed from this timeline? It's not just a matter of they could never go back. Everyone in this timeline, without an Archon or a father, would likely and inevitably spell doom to a lot of folks in this timeline. We've had the ability to close off timelines in the case of an absolute disaster. It is an extremely hard decision that we always plan to use as a last resort. However, the authority, the leaders in the AWE, are no longer in charge. which means a certain someone could, instead of using this for emergency situations and dire circumstances, use it for their own malicious, nefarious purposes. When Shingo says you won't have a home to go back to, she doesn't mean that she will fire you. She means you literally will not have a home to go back to. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the vibrant. Tune Dave, Bravo Dave, Anomaly, no Makaris. You know me as the man who there's a lot riding on not all, but I guess the two matches involving Miku's disciples, if they even decide to show up. They are no longer, you know, just representing Miku. They're representing everyone from the worlds that they're from. That is really the biggest fear, as explained prior to the intro, of the harm that Shingo could do. So admittedly, even though it seems like it's the cowardly approach, I honestly hope that they don't show up. I hope all four of them just say bail out on this match, and we just have two matches to go on, because, you know, Shingo's words exactly were losing by pinfall or submission. So they just don't show up, the match starts, it just counts. And it's just 2 count-out victories for whatever 2 teams decide. And honestly, finding 2 teams to get... Okay, I can already imagine 2 people who are probably going to be in the match against Qiqi and Futaba should they show up. Let's keep it a buck with you. A couple of lackeys. But with that going on, it's just a really tough frame of mind, and it's hard to be excited about tonight when tonight could end up being so bad for so many. God, can you imagine Qiqi getting pinned or submitted? There's so many characters from to that. Oh my gosh. Honestly, for Q-taro, I think it's less important. Because those characters don't typically even want to go back. They've all kind of made homes in the world of the AWE, our own little dimension, you know what I mean? But we have a show to go through, and I don't want to damper on the seriousness because we have an exciting main event that has nothing to do with any of that. It is going to be Woken Emery, the challenger, with Conquest, the champion, the queen, and OC champion Magdalena, one-on-one. And it's going to be fantastic. We also have Sage and Verosika. Verosika's been begging to go one-on-one with Sage, saying, I never got a fair shot. I've still never gotten a fair shot at Sage. And of course, a match that we had originally set up for Rebellion, and we were like, oh, this will just be a fun little trios match. It's the headless, or rather faceless, triple threat of Mr. Tenna, Dante, and Skeletor. But once again, it's hard to get excited for those matches when you know how much is also on the line tonight for so many other people. We're gonna get the show on the road. Let's get it going. And I'm really just hoping that nobody shows up, especially as we get this thing started. And the stars go black. Please don't show up. Music is playing. Okay, hear me out. This just feels like an unnecessary risk. I don't know why they would do this. Are they just keen on saying, hey, we're gonna prove Shingo wrong, we're not gonna be cowardly in the face? And it's I don't know if it's bravery or stupidity at this point. Unless they just have a plan saying if things get too rough, we're just gonna walk out. I don't know. These two just lost their titles in a TLC match, and you know what? That was also unfair. It was supposed to be a different style of match, one that honestly favors these two competitors, but instead, Shingo said, nah, that's not gonna work for me. And then more than likely, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the IRC. What? First of all, where have these two even been? The last time we saw them was in a losing effort against Qiqi and Futaba. All the way back at what? Brawloween? I was gonna say nobody would really just accept this match unless they're working with the IRC, or is this level of spite really what's going on with Hot Topic? Well, let me tell you, there's a team that has not been able to beat Qiqi and Futaba, so this might be their best case scenario. It could be their best case scenario if it's either this or the IRC. It's two teams that are, you know, have been called fraudulent. I'm just hoping and praying that Qiqi and Futaba are able to get the job done tonight. Man, you guys don't know how much stress this is causing me. I would have never let this happen if I were still in charge, dude. Clothesline starts off as Qiqi gets whipped up, but plucking the leg of Marceline. And then sending Marceline flying over to the ropes. As I said, Marceline and Gwen, Hot Topic. Some call them, what, Fraud Topic or a Hot Flopic or whatever. There's so many names to taunt. To taunt them, rather, from the AW universe. And I gotta imagine that really gets under their skin. And them essentially being there, people getting them under their skin. But on the other hand, this is a team that has defeated them in their last showing, as they continue to get ridiculed by the AW universe. And a team that, what, won Faction of the Year, was a part of Faction of the Year, and I think won Tag Team of the Year as well. It could be looking rough for Qiqi and Futaba. It could be looking rough for the Disciples, especially as Qiqi is on the verge of being stunned with a shot by Gwen. Gwen, a strong brawler. And a knee strike. You can hear the audible boos going crazy on a Gwen, and look at that clothesline. Qiqi put her whole body, put her whole heart into that. You gotta imagine, Qiqi's not just fighting for Qiqi. Qiqi's fighting for Mona. Qiqi's fighting for Navia. Qiqi's fighting for Father, for Raiden, for any Genshin character, any character from Tibet who has been linked to the AWE, but just one. Qiqi understood that risk, and instead of walking away, she's fighting. Fighting the powers that be as Futaba's tagged in. Futaba now dueling it out with Marceline, belly to belly. And I want to keep it a buck with you. The Disciples looking very serious here tonight. They didn't come out here, and it feels like 100% they didn't come out here just saying, yeah, we're going to fight because Miku's our friend. They came out here to fight for where they're from, for their dimensions. To say to Shingo, it doesn't matter what you put us through. We will always come out at the end of it with an assisted spine buster. These two, they know what to do when it comes to tag team action. They will put you in a corner. They will keep making those hot tags to each other. And maybe, I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Gwen and Marceline, maybe in over their heads. But can you imagine the good graces they would be in if they're able to win this matchup, either pin or submit Qiqi or Futaba? Into the corner. Tag's been made right back, and now these two are in play. And what do they have planned here? Likely something sinister. Double. Ugh! Sending Qiqi flying and sending her falling as well. Gwen back in control. Heavy hands right raining down on the face as 1, 2, kick out. Qiqi is the most injured, the most damaged in this fight so far. And keep it buck, these girlies from Hot Topic, they've had several months to kind of just get some rest in. But you know who hasn't? Qiqi. You know who hasn't? Futaba. They fought 2 days ago. 2 days ago in what was a grueling TLC match for their championships. They were unable to pick up the victory to retain. And now they're here not just fighting for titles, they're fighting for their right to even go home. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, measured. Did you see the effort, the chutzpah behind that shot from Futaba? She was like, this is going to be the most measured shot of all time. Bam! Busted Gwen open with it as well. Trying to knock Gwen down. I think maybe knocked her a little bit off her feet. Had to jump away from that hit. But instead, Futaba fires back as well. Futaba, once again, not the best fighter in the Disciples, but is one of the smartest. Pops Gwen up. And sends Gwen, no, not down. Yes, down. Goodness gracious. Walking right back over and tagging Qiqi in. They are doing what the Disciples do best, and that's making these tags, keeping things. And this is what I'm talking about. When they're in a standard tag team match where they have to win by pinfall or submission, there's few better in the AWE. And look at this classic move between these two. Popped up and sent down after a pile driver brainbuster combination. Gwen don't got no head anymore. She might have a neck for long. 1, 2, kick out. Kick out. The girls mean business. Look at that, trying to open that wound on Gwen's face even more. It's the measured strikes of Futaba. Stood back up. Futaba, we've heard, idolizes Randy Orton. Has a Hangman's DDT in her arsenal as well as that flying Futaba. Ooh! Sending Gwen down. And Gwen, I was going to say, needs to make that tag to Marceline. And keep in mind, this is not a team that, reversal of the signature. Gwen's right back in here and outside the ring. I was going to say, I don't know if you remember, but these are our count-out merchants. They said they'll get the job done, but getting the job done by countout is not what Shingo La'Mingo wants. Not what she wants in the slightest, so Gwen actually comes back outside of the ring. Saying, I'm going to knee this little zombie child right in the face, and I'm going to keep things moving. I'm going to earn Shingo's good graces and get myself right back into the tag title picture, stomping on the leg of Qiqi. The boos in the audience are deafening here tonight as a tag's been made to Marceline, the Vampire Queen. Clyde, I think, trying to do a little bit of a fast count there, saying, come on, stay out there, just get the 10. But it's not working out. Went for a clothesline there, but look at that, stomping the leg, trying to get a quick kind of roll-up over on Marceline. 1, not even. Remember, Marceline's pretty much fresh in this fight, but I also want to point out she's not just fresh, she has a signature. Qiqi's got to make that tag out, and she gets it. Oh, man. Super kick into a pile driver. Package style. The disciples, they know what they're doing. When that bell rings, they really do truly and sincerely know what they're doing. It is always a pleasure to call their matches, to watch what they're able to do, as she's again making those measured strikes. Just slow, methodical bam right to the noggin. There's the thing, she's got that G360, and Qiqi ain't got nothing. Well, Qiqi does have a little roll up here, and Gwen doesn't have resiliency. 1-2, kick out. Kick out by Gwen. Qiqi's got to desperately avoid that G360 into the corner again. Makes the tag back to Futaba. Smart. Smart work, because look at what Futaba's got. First of all, a knee and a clothesline from behind. She's got that signature if she's able to hit it. They've got a path, more than likely to victory. Dragging Gwen, but Gwen with a couple of shots right to the gut, because if Gwen hits the G360 instead on Futaba after that nasty big boot, it could be the beginning of the end for the disciples. Oh, she's not going. No, she's going for a, oh no, not a tag team finisher. Popping up, and oh my gosh, double fangs right to the chest. Into the pin. Qiqi, I really think Futaba could have kicked out without resiliency. I'm not sure if that was the best idea. Personally, because I need to look at Marceline. She's still got, oh my gosh. A signature on the ready, quick powerbomb. Because I'm gonna tell you what, if they go for another tag team finish, it's almost the beginning of the end. Turned her around up to that middle rope, and DDT plants Futaba. She's trying desperately to get out of this. Tried to go for that hot tag, but instead Marceline saying stay down with a kick right behind the head. Futaba stands right back up. Another cheeky roll up onto Marceline, but there's a rope break. Honestly, that might have been more for Futaba trying to get herself back in an upright position than it was to try and actually get the pinfall on Marceline, the Vampire Queen. But she is in dire straits into the corner again. And again, it looks like they're going for those double fangs right to the neck of Futaba. Futaba burns resiliency. Futaba burns resiliency, and now on the shoulders of Gwen, and a kick right to the head again. It might be the end of this match. Tags got to be made to Qiqi. At this juncture, Hot Topic may be doing something dastardly here tonight. But more pressingly, as Futaba's trying to get her a semblance of where she is again. Drop back. It's becoming a concern of how can Hot Topic lose at this point. Look at their vitality. It's up and up. It ain't never been higher. Look at this Qiqi, though. Tiny powerhouse still trying to stay alive in this thing. She's built up a finisher, and if she lands it, they could be back in business. Tombstone, but I think the feet might be under the ropes. Not quite. 1, 2. Marceline kicks out, though. And look at that, trying to go after Gwen. Gwen, however, can't come back in. If somehow, some way, these two are able to work down Marceline, they have a path to victory. In the corner, everyone chanting for tag team wrestling, but a reversal sends Qiqi's head right into the elbow as Marceline goes to make that tag, saying, it's not going to be that easy. Tag's been made back to Gwen. Gwen, who is one hit away, one hit shy of a signature, and now she's got it. Now she's got it. You can listen, though, the boos are really raucous as she spikes Qiqi's head into the mat and goes for the pin. Futaba's got to come and save her. 1, 2. Futaba actually didn't have to come and save her. Qiqi somehow kicked out of that. Somehow got out of that. Moonsault lands right afterwards, but I'm going to tell you what, she might not get out of this. 1, 2. Oh! Qiqi? Qiqi? Oh no, combination strikes and knocking Qiqi out nearly cold. Trying desperately, they keep trying to make those tags, and we've seen them in this position before, where their backs are strongly against the wall. We've seen them make hot comebacks before, but look at this. Now rolling up Gwen, but she's got so much vitality, kicking out just very quickly. And again into the corner. Can she make the tag? No, she can't. No, she can't. Futaba trying to get a hit on Gwen, but now Qiqi's in the opposite corner. Reverse attack team finisher though, but a backhand knocks Qiqi senseless. Gwen fired up saying, I'm back at AEW Universe and I'm about to put down this team that you guys have been praising for so long. Tag's been made, tried to big boot Futaba. Futaba with a reversal kick to the gut. Kick to the gut. Futaba is giving Qiqi a second to rest. She needs an hour to rest after everything she just went through. Futaba getting pushed back. Remember, Futaba's the one who does not have resiliency. Getting called up by Gwen. Gwen's got no finisher, got no signature, but maybe earning one in a second. Futaba touches the ball. She catches the leg. Futaba catches the leg. The world right now is cheering for her, rooting for her as she's calling for it. She's got the fingers up. She's lining up the goalpost. Flying Futaba lands. They have a world, they have a chance. 1, 2. Marceline got into the ring. Late, but she did get into the ring. And Futaba hits the signature as Qiqi is helped up by the referees. Is she gonna go for another? Flying Futaba, this time with a little extra stank. Pin to Gwen, you don't think. 1, 2. There's a world. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a world. Lifting the head, and again, a slow measured strike, but Gwen was right there, ready, waiting for her, sends her into the ropes, and look at that pop-up kick and a shot from behind. Lifting Futaba up, she's got a signature, she's got a finisher, and a choke slam. That Goth choke slam lands. Qiqi immediately stepping in saying, come on, please, please, we can't lose like this. We had an incredible comeback, and another moonsault lands, and again directly. Oh no, this is Futaba. Dude, I was sure it was over. Qiqi kicking out of that, understandable. Reversal right back. Futaba, big clothesline over the top rope. Goes after Marceline too, drop kicks her down. If she goes to make the tag too, they have a chance. They have a world. Y'all. Heads outside the ring. Qiqi realizing, oh no, again falling victim to that move on the outside. Lifting her up. Sends her towards the ring, but Qiqi with the reversal. Staring at Marceline there for a second, calling for Gwen to get up. You're not really a diver. Gets knocked down by Marceline. But Qiqi firing, unloading on the Vampire Queen. Oh my gosh! Catching Gwen with both of them with that strike. Oh my gosh! And a choke slam outside of the ring. Qiqi's going wild. Looking over at the Vampire Queen, Marceline. At a count of 4. Stunning Marceline again. Count of 6. Outside the ring, 7. 8. Qiqi, get in the ring, get back in. She's gonna do it. She did it to the count-out merchants! Let's go! Dude! I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Even if she tossed Gwen in after that tombstone, I think they had it, dude! Oh. The Disciples get one done. They didn't get pinned, they didn't submit, in fact, they won. Oh my gosh. Not once were they able to hit that assisted flying Futaba. They tried to keep the disciples isolated. Hot Topic kept them away from each other as much as they could. It almost worked out. It almost worked in their favor. Both Qiqi and Futaba had to have crazy kickouts to save themselves in this match. And this was the finisher, followed by that moonsault, and at 2.9 got that up. And here's where Qiqi went all fully loaded on these two, knocked them both out with one punch, then went right back to Marceline saying, no one's gonna take my home away from me. Miku might have been banned from the building here tonight. But man, I'm sure she's watching from wherever she is. Proud, a smile on her face. Dude. Give me my stars real quick. Oh man, what a relief. Hey, good on the girls. Hey, look, we don't usually root or cheer for a count out. That time is alright. That time is just fine. Oh boy, it's Extreme Rules. It's one pinfall wins them all. It is Dante, it is that stupid son of a gun TV head, and it is Skeletor, and was a little showcase of those who don't got quite a right face. I'll tell you what. We gonna get into it, man. I'm feeling in a much better mood after the stars go. Give me them stars real quick. I'll tell you what. I am pleased as punch. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe I'll just... Hey, I'm gonna go get a Pop-Tart. I don't want to see that. Hey, Pilot, you want a treat? Yeah, I'm gonna get you a treat real quick. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. Hey, you know, one more. Okay. Yeah, I'm about to get a Pop-Tart. You want to do okay? Open the off. There you go, Susan. Enjoy. Alright, let me go get my Pop-Tart. Alright, I got a snack, and Pilot's got a snack. I'm gonna close this door. Excellent. Alright, now I'm gonna step right back through here. That song's still playing, I don't like it, but that's fine. That's okay. I'll tell you. Whew. Okay. Oh, thank goodness, that guy's off my screen. So I got these Pop-Tarts, right? I now keep, like, you know, 3 boxes of Pop-Tarts. So like when I am done with one box, I'll go buy another box from the store. So I'm always like, if there's ever like a week there, I'm like, okay, it's really a Pop-Tarts every morning kind of week because I don't have time to cook breakfast. No, I'm ready. I got the frosted raspberry Pop-Tarts. They kind of slap. I think I just like raspberry flavor. Anywho, I digress. Tonight, Dante, who's had his ups and downs here in the AWE, wants to win this big triple threat match. Will he be able to do it? We will find out because he's going up against a man who has also had his ups and downs, but I also don't believe has ever won a championship here in the AWE. He was voted in for United Will Championship opportunity. That title, which will be defended this month at Fracture. Yes, it'll be defended this month at Fracture. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'll tell you what. Anywho, walking down to the ring, there he is, Skeletor. He's got a bony face, a blue body, and the heart of a very nice, gentle person. These three all looking forward to their future in the AWE. All three of them signed really within the last year. Skeletor, the oldest one here, but he hasn't been here for a full year yet. I think he first showed up in one of the Rumbles early on, but wasn't under an official contract. Signed an official contract this summer. This past summer in 2025. Oh, good pop card. And immediately, that dastardly no-good Mr. Tenna starting this matchup off. Let me talk to you about our two Rumble winners, right? She's been on the scene, she's been winning matches, she's been, like, you know, interacting with folks. You know who hasn't been? Mr. TV head, Mr. Tenna. And is that because, you know, management doesn't want him to have any matches and management wants you to forget about him? Yes, I hate him. I hate him with a passion, but you know what? If he proves himself in the ring, then I'll say, you know what, maybe he'll, okay, the problem is this guy could be a future world champion. Or not. In fact, hopefully not. Big kicker. Dante. Getting, oh, you know, it would be, I suppose Dante and Mr. Tenna would actually make for a great tag team called TV Time. But I hate Mr. Tenna, and I like Dante. Dante, that guy, they're alright. So I don't want it to happen. It just popped into my mind just now, and I was like, please no, not like this. Once again, triple threat rules, one pinfall takes it all. It's Extreme Rules, plenty of stuff underneath the ring. Gladly, once again, we removed all thumbtacks from underneath the ring as big chops are getting made over to Skeletor. These two kind of teaming up against Skeletor right now. The other two pretty much fresh, but Skeletor is getting beaten up and bodied by the both of these clock and TV faces. Two common electronic devices. Beating up a man who's got a skull for a head. Disgusting and despicable, and he thinks so too, and that's why he's setting up that ladder bridge. Somewhere in the back of my mind, I feel like in another world, another timeline, I've seen somebody set up a ladder bridge, and I've seen someone like as big as like the legendary Yokozuna jump off of that ladder. Or jump off of the top rope and squash somebody, maybe tiny. As small as, like, I don't know, maybe like a Hyoko or a Ryoma. And God, what is the sign in the background? Did I see that Kurt Angle face in the background? Over, under, neck breaker by Dante. Dante getting pushed back. Mr. Tenna. Miss your TV head, has to get in there quick. Dante in trouble, just one. Maybe he wasn't in as much trouble as we thought. Tenna tossing Skeletor almost onto the ladder bridge that he set up himself. Instead, it looks like Dante's the one, and I know I said that these two may be teaming up, but instead it looks like Dante's the one who's catching oh my gosh, didn't dive at Dante though, dove a little misdirect at Skeletor. Goodness gracious, dropping him. Up again and tossed into the ladder. Skeletor saying, if you both want some, you can both come and get some. No signatures, no finishers been hitting this matchup, but we're about to see where they start to get piled up, baby. Up and not over. Wearing down Skeletor. And oh my gosh, what did he just do to Skeletor? Oh my gosh, it's like he unplugged him from reality. Goodness gracious, and what is going on here? Dropped! Dante from, you can't take your eyes off of that clock head. You can't. Calling for, it looks like Mr. Tenna to get up. Dante, he has the height disadvantage here, but he can still crack a TV wide open, shattering the screen. Oh, but Skeletor from behind with that steel chair. And into the skull, maybe causing a fracture on it. Sends Skeletor now into the ladder. Tenna almost there as well. Just everyone's gonna be on that ladder. Oh my gosh! Rock bottom under the chair. No, my. Oh wait. Little Uranagi into an Anaconda Vice, really trying to unplug the TV. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. And oh no! Right onto the chair. Goodness gracious! He almost ragdolled him. Now trying to toss Skeletor all over the ring. Or rather, the ringside area. Skeletor still staying tall, standing tall after the move there by Dante. Went for a big boot. Dante rolls out of the way. Skeletor, however, reverses Dante. Sends him face first, or rather clock first. And oh no, oh my gosh, I think he was trying to powerbomb him through the ladder. And I think Dante's saying, you know what, that's a good idea. Instead, Skeletor's saying, no, that's not gonna work. No thank you, I'd rather not. Getting dragged over again. Skeletor with the reversal right back. These two are going really back and forth for real. And look who's there to ruin it. Look who's there to ruin it like he ruins everything, Mr. Tenna. Trying to drake in adoration from the audience. Only the simple-minded and foolish would dare cheer for such a demonic-looking entity. Demonic, outdated, and defunct. But Skeletor goes into that ladder. Oh, okay, what was he doing? Mr. Tenna was like, I'm gonna get that trash can. Bam, I got it. Ouch. It was not TV time. It was bedtime. It was really time to turn the TV off. Goodness gracious. Almost tossed him into the announcers there. And now some stomps going a little wild. And Dante doing push-ups. What are they doing? He did the clap push-ups too, getting a good chest workout. Dante getting dragged. Tenna going towards the ring. Realizing, yeah, inside the ring is where this is gonna have to end. Dante, however, picks Tenna up out of midair and sends him to sleep in the back of his head, going against the table as well. That might be enough for resiliency on Tenna. It is. All right, now boys, hit him with some more finishers and then this thing. Make sure he's gone. Oh my, I don't think he actually hit him. I think Skeletor dove out of the way, but hit his head on the way down. That's still dangerous too. The way you take a bump in this ring, it can make or break how you fight in the match. Dante calling for another one, saying this time it's gonna send him to sleep for good. Oh no, Dante. Dante, it looked like he was thinking about it, but instead focuses attention on Skeletor instead. Yeah, I feel like people don't... Everyone must have seen Mona this past Friday and said, you know what? Don't mind if I do. Skeletor, however, trying to lock him in Castle Grayskull. Dropped him, got that knee down. Tenna walking around in all sorts of corners, going underneath the ladder. Yelling at the announcer, saying, make sure you get my good side on TV. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Pops him with those stairs, pops him again, get him too, oh my gosh. Skeletor saying everyone's got those steel stairs, and everyone's about to get taken down. Ooh, survives. But does not survive for long. Wait a minute, reversal. I think reversal is a finisher. Neck breaker. And his legs landing on those stairs. But oh my gosh! Bulldog into the steel steps. The clock may be shattered. I don't know what Mr. Tenna was doing. It looked like he was going to do an outside dive, but man's is way too big for that. I mean, okay. That wasn't too bad. That was a pretty decent dance from Mr. Tenna. I still hate him. Don't get it confused. I hate that Mr. Tenna. Truly and sincerely, I do. Dante looking like he's thinking about diving again. Instead slides out of the ring. A better decision, not for nothing. Tenna trying to throw everyone everywhere. Trying to throw Dante again. Dante saying, no, that's not gonna work. I will be the thrower. It will be me who is the one who throws. Tossed. No, wait, hold on. Both of them getting up onto the apron. Nobody getting into the ring, though. Well, now everybody get into the ring. And look at this. Is he gonna break it up? He did. Oh, my gosh. With a falling drop kick, breaking up that pin. But Skeletor is saying, okay, that was a mistake. Flaming table and able to reverse Dante. Oh my gosh, you don't think? Are we about to see someone go through a flaming table? The AI did it! Never in my wildest dreams did I believe the AI would put someone through a flaming table. And while Dante, they are a flaming clock. What a time it is to be alive. Skeletor said, it's time for carnage. And you know what? I'm here for it. I'm a Skeletor stan out here. We love to see him. Drop kick to Skeletor as well. Everyone's now beaten up, bruised, battered down in this battle. And now we're seeing Mr. Tenna going for a power bomb, but gets reversed because, well, that guy sucks. And now they're both again outside the ring this time, and we might see Mr. Tenna tap outside the ring. Skeletor actually broke it up. I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision. Maybe you should have just let him, detach the head from the body of Mr. Tenna. That's what I would have done. I would have let Mr. Tenna, respectfully, that's wrong, disrespectfully perish. Tenna back up to his feet. Catching his breath, question mark. Does he have breath? They actually walked past each other. Mr. Tenna was like, hey, I could fight you instead. Tries to toss Skeletor back into the ring. Does not work in his favor. Dante saying, you know what, maybe we should get some more weapons in this thing. I went through a flaming table. Skeletor, maybe I should return the favor. Skeletor realizing, oh, okay, you want to go through another one of these? Don't mind if I do, Dante. Gets back to the ring, but Dante not letting him set up that table. Kicks him in the gut, and honestly kicks the both of them. But ends up going after Mr. Tenna. Big clothesline, turns him inside out. Oh, but again, this move is what put him through the table and slams him down with authority. That's gotta be resiliency on Dante after everything that he's been through. 1, 2, wow. Now, hold on a second. Is that the resiliency icon down there? And is it still blue? It's not gone? Someone tell me how, as he drop kicks Mr. Tenna right through that table. Skeletor saying, all right, audience, I'm going to do it again. Yeah, he's gonna do it again. Wait, Tenna, don't you dare. You're ruining it, Tenna. Hey, Skeletor's a G. Skeletor's that guy. Oh, man. Big kick. Dude, I'm sallow. Yeah, look over there. It's Kurt. He's right there. No. Don't tell me he's gonna. I thought he was gonna do it again. I thought he was going right back to that table saying, yes, I'll do it again. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, face first into the fire. He feels it. He feels the burn as Skeletor's slow to get up to his feet, but look who's there. Dante. Dante caught a stray. Dante caught a stray. Oh no, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. He got him twice. But Mr. Tenna looks to take advantage of the situation. Yeah, I agree, audience. This is awesome. Skeletor knows an Extreme Rules match, why don't he? Man, oh man, drops him and then drops Dante, but look who's standing right back up afterwards, gets knocked down. Tenna goes for the pinfall, and it might be Skeletor who's burning resiliency next in this fight. 1, 2. Now you gotta be kidding me. Now you have got to be kidding me. Now, I don't think Skeletor actually has taken too many finishers in this fight. Oh, he got him. That's surprising. I'm actually shocked that he... Oh, my gosh. Did the little knees dance. And then a okay, picture-perfect moonsault, which is kind of crazy. For someone being so big. And so goofy, so silly, and so disgusting. Skeletor's busted open. Dante's put through... yeah, I think we gotta see Dante and Skeletor go one-on-one, first of all, at some point. in a tables match at some point. Oh, no. Mr. Tenna said, oh, you like tables. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is the GTS. Go to sleep. He said it's bedtime and then catches Skeletor afterwards saying, that guy was in the way. I'm after you. We're seeing a rivalry brewing here between Skeletor and Dante. Hey, keep your cheeks out of this, Mr. Tenna. Nobody wants to see those. Ain't nobody asked for that. Dante gets tossed, though. Stomp on the arm. Really, I was gonna say at this point, whoever it's the next big move, that's gonna be all she wrote, but I didn't know how resilient Dante was. I didn't know how resilient Skeletor was, and most notably, Mr. Tenna sucks. Wait a minute, reversal from Mr. Tenna as I said that. Walking back into the ring against Clothesline immediately for his troubles. And Skeletor gets plucked up. He doesn't have resiliency. He doesn't have resiliency, but Mr. Tenna back up to his feet. He's not groggy. He breaks up that pin. Wait a minute. Oh, caught him! Caught him in a reverse DDT! Oh, okay, you know what? Dante also doesn't have resiliency. He's been put through flaming, yeah. Oh, what? I was about to say, man's been put through 2 flaming tables. He got caught with that signature, and he has no resiliency built up. That's the end of the match. Tenna snuck one out. I was about to badmouth that man like crazy, but instead, Dante kicked out, which is insane. The work rate in this matchup is crazy, and the referee's catching bumps over here. Big chops, heavy hands, knee strike to Tenna. But again, Dante going after Skeletor instead, saying, okay, yeah. Wait, no, he's going after the table. He said, I've been put through 2 flaming tables. I'm putting somebody through 1. And the second TV head tries to go and get that. He's like, no. This is my table. And he fell on the ladder. Let's not discount that. That was a major ladder bump right there. As he's calling for another GTS. Big kick, however, it's time for him to go to sleep instead. We got TV time. We got a time turner. But we also might have resiliency burned on Skeletor. 1, 2. Now wait just a second. Now hold on just a moment. How he get out of that? Man's is bloodied. But, wait a minute, Skeletor's broken down. And keep in mind, Mr. Tenna has no resiliency. If this, one more GTS lands, oh, but look who's right there, back in action. Ready to tear down Dante. Dragging, oh my gosh, the hands of the clock on the face getting plucked apart on that, oh, no, Skeletor, don't do it, no, you can't. Skeletor, you can't. Don't you, okay, at least he didn't set it on fire. He did it again! But Dante stops him this time. Tosses him. Oh, on there, but goes after Mr. Tenna. He was gonna set that table on fire. I can't believe it. He was literally about to do it a 3rd time. Skeletor, he do love a flaming table. That is what we learned today. He is the king of flaming tables. Bar none. Bar none. Tenna tried to send Skeletor back into the ring. Everyone's starting to realize they're getting exhausted in this fight. Skeletor furious that Dante didn't let him set that table on fire. and throws him to the trash. But Tenna sends Skeletor all the way out. Tenna then rolls back into the ring, knocking the table down. And instead, vying for the sledgehammer instead. Dante stepping into the ring, Tenna stepping out. Tenna back in. Table in hands, but ooh, sledgehammer to the back. Knocking the sledgehammer out of the hands of Mr. Tenna. Skeletor, 2 hits. Both diving at the same time, both kind of arcing over top of each other. Skeletor fires back, he's got a sig, he's got a finisher. Mr. Tenna has the same almost. And now he does. It might be a matter of who's able to hit their big move first, rolling out of the way. Skeletor tried to turn him around, but instead gets reversed by Mr. Tenna, who gets that big kick. But Dante's there quickly to break it up, saying, okay, you're gonna just pin him right in front of me? The disrespect as he disconnected the clock. He tosses him onto the ladder. He picks up the table and puts down the table, saying, you all love tables? Well, I don't love you. And then he hits the move, which once again, I must admit, not a bad move. He hit that in the club. It's going down. Oh, dragging him right in front of that LED board. These three they are going. They are going. Big kick to the head. Right to the clock, rather, because we have a distinct lack of heads in this in this battle. Big boot saying, you're not celebrating in my ring. It's my ring for a reason. Skeletor, we always knew he had aura, but right now he's about to have I was gonna say a broken nose hole, but gets out of the GTS. Tries to the clothesline, but instead they work together again against Skeletor, but instead Mr. Tenna said, no, I'm hitting anything that moves. I don't know whose blood specifically is spilling all over the ring. I actually think, yeah, it is Dante, because that is where his head was landing, and look at the big pile of blood that is there. Diving out of the ring. Or rather, out of the way. Skeletor looking at his options, he goes to Mr. Tenna saying, you won the Rumble, it should have been me. Tossing him into Dante, who catches him into, oh no, a pile driver, no, I thought it was gonna be not a tombstone, sorry, I thought it was gonna be a power bomb. Both stepping back down. Tenna German suplex. Walks around, I think he's going to get that sledgehammer. No, he's going to shimmy in front of the audience. Everyone's celebrating, everybody taunted, and he does go and get the sledgehammer. And look at all of Dante's blood, dude. Look at all of man's blood. Oh my gosh, and the blood is only going to continue to fester out. Swing blade onto the sledgehammer. Dragging him. No, Skeletor with the reversal. Big boot. I feel like I gotta start paying more attention because the blood might not just be Dante soon. Everybody's bleeding and everybody's exhausted in this fight. Skeletor getting tossed. Table still in the ring. The flaming tables have been the story of this matchup. Popped over, neck breaker. And does those push-ups again. Which is crazy work. Reversal by Dante, but from behind there's Skeletor. Looking to toss him, no. Looking to lift him up, but, ooh, reversal from Dante. Who I'm surprised is still alive, given all the blood that he's lost. All around this ring, they're fighting up and down the ramp. I wasn't sure that these three would be putting on such a brutal contest. But lo and behold, maybe I was wrong. Dante getting tossed into the ring. Mr. Tenna realizing, okay, he's so far away. This is my time, my opportunity to steal the win and steal the hearts of all of the AWE universe. But from behind, there's Dante with a roll-up onto a man with no resiliency. 1, 2, he's there in time. Skeletor realizing, oh yeah? Don't mind if I do take this from you. Dante now has no resiliency, but the referee could not make the call. Big kick. Everyone's been so close to winning this matchup. In the last 30 seconds, as Tenna's bringing it around town. And going up to the middle rope. and hits a nasty drop kick. Skeletor rolling out of the ring. And goes with the pinfall. Skeletor might be too far away. 1, 2. That's resiliency. I didn't think he still had it. I completely forgot. I thought he was not quite there yet. Up on his feet again, but gets caught out of that into a GTS. And then knocks down Brilliant. But the Brilliance may have just died. Because he certainly could have just won the match, I think. I think he just could have won this thing. Skeletor, don't you dare. Dante purposely knocked down that table. Dante said, no, no, you're not gonna get it another time. Dante saying, no, you're not gonna get it either. Get out of here. Tried to pick him up. He couldn't pick him up for the GTS, though. He's still a little bit of ways away. No longer a little bit of a ways away. Skeletor off the ropes, though. It's almost caught him with a crossbody. And instead, a face full of wood. As Dante doesn't lean it, just drops it. Mr. Tenna right behind him. Dante furious, goes after Mr. Tenna. Mr. Tenna rolls him over. That might be the win. Skeletor slow to get up to his feet. That's, oh, he kicked out. What? He almost turned me into Toad by kicking out of that. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Big slam onto the table from behind, though. Mr. Tenna misses wildly. Skeletor dodging, weaving out of the way of that shot from Tenna. Up and down with a little side effect. Lifted back up again, big chop, but Skeletor chopping right back. Tenna in danger. Tenna's been in danger for a long time. They're realizing, screw this guy, let's work together and bring him down. But then they both try to go after each other. Who was going to be a step faster onto the shoulders, but he does not have the GTS. Drops him onto the ropes. Jumps over, but Skeletor rolls out of the way. Has him potentially where he wants him. Goes underneath and pop-up drops down. And he says, how about one more time for me, Mr. Dante? No, he knocked it down. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Tenna's gonna have to put down that table. And he did. He was there soon enough. Please let me talk to you. Clothesline on the Tenna. That might be it. Tenna's had no resiliency for so long. Cheers. And you know what I want to point out? Skeletor, even after all that damage, did not pin Tenna. Still did not pin Tenna. What? That may have been one of the darndest Extreme Rules matches in terms of, okay, flaming tables, huh? Look. The second that Skeletor set one table on fire and used it, everyone in the audience was like, okay, maybe we want him to win. The second time he did it, certainly. The third time he tried to do it and Dante was like, no more flaming tables. Oh man, what a show these three put on. Skeletor still saying, I'm still the best. And once again, your Royal Rumble winner absolutely sucks. Congratulations, Skeletor. Big ol' salutes to you. As we, I'm gonna let him celebrate for a little bit because man's is stumbling, I'll tell you what. He's hurting a little bit, and I don't blame him. Congratulations. The aura is true. Hey, maybe he should join the Flame Tribe. He's like, hello, Flame Tribe. Are you accepting members? Yeah. Yeah. You love to see it. Anywho, we must go on. To a battle that Queen Verosika has been begging for. Saying, give me Sage one-on-one. I never got to fight her without any shenanigans. Tonight, she will have that opportunity. It's a non-title matchup, but it's your queen versus the champion. As the stars go. Give me the stars real quick. Oh, this is good. Thank you. Well, it's very delicious. Oh! Oh! Hit her from behind with the title! Oh! Oh, come on, she just wanted to, where's your title go? Did it phase into the, whatever. Talk about instability of the universe, who knows? Stepping out of the way. Clawing at the face of Verosika. Sage in one-on-one action, I think outside of, cashing in as her first one-on-one match in 2026. Has had a tag team match rather with Iba. Recently returned this February at Valentine's Violence. And I was trying to take down the queen of the AWE in Verosika. And with that cheap shot from behind, I don't know if Verosika quite knows where she is right now, as that neck and face are getting yanked back. But look at this, able to pluck the digital hands, the AI hands, punching Sage right in the throat. Went for a Hurricane Rana lands. Verosika, ooh, jumping with that cutter, shades of golden with that one. Walking around an elbow drop to the heart. Can you imagine if Verosika's able to win this thing after the attack from Sage early on in this fight, before the start of the bell? Let's keep it a buck. Verosika, however, is, I want to say at the very least, very strong-willed, very resilient, even though I don't believe she generally rocks with resiliency. Hand is getting wrenched back. And a couple of shots right to the forehead. Sage tossing Verosika into the ropes. Verosika almost has a signature built up. Neckbreaker lands. But Sage was not ready. Okay, never mind. She was ready. She was ready. It's starting to look like it's barely an inconvenience for Sage. One, but it's just one. But it's just one. Sage up to that middle rope. Doing Eggman proud here tonight. Big body splash. We haven't seen Eggman in a little bit as well. Right afterwards into the pin again. One, not even. Not even one. Stomp to the face, huh? And a kick right to the back, huh? Still calling for Verosika. I was going to say Sage does have a signature. I did not realize. Does actually have the signature ready. And a Luthez. No, a Luthez. Press, but then grabbing the horns of Verosika and over again dropping him right into the face. And now Sage didn't really need to have a comeback, but mounted a comeback anyway. Now it's a signature and a finisher. That was actually really smart. That was actually really, really smart. 1, 2, kick out. That was smart. Now she has a signature and a finisher should need be, but a super kick gives Verosika a little sig as well. Sage wisely rolling, saw Verosika jump up on that top rope. Stepped away, and now look at this. Sage stepping right back. And just crosses her legs. Verosika just very confused at the prospect of this, and goes, oh, I was going to say face first into the ropes. Just tease Verosika saying, remember this is how you lost your title. 35-second reign. As the crossbody lands and goes for the pinfall. Honestly, that could be it. Kick out. Verosika survives. Somehow, some way, this is, well, not somehow, some way, this is starting to a strong uphill battle that Verosika has to fight. It's truth. Sage attacked her before the match happened. Used the title belt, hard metal, right to the back of the head of Verosika. She still might not know where she is right now. Sage already just profiling that she is going to be a champion that gets the job done. Anyone who's got a problem with her is going to stay a problem. Outside the ring, Sage just looking on. Calling for Verosika to get back up, saying, come on. You can make it before 10, can't you? Slides out of the ring the second she starts to move. Missing that kick, though. That kick really could have evened things out. This time, wait a minute. Powerbomb. No, not powerbomb position. Drops. Oh, my gosh. The neck onto the knee. Ooh, yikes. Big yikes for the champion, AWE champion Sage. Drop kick, but I want to point out Sage again has another signature, has another finisher. Oh no. No, not like this, but catches Sage out of the stomp into an RKO. Verosika may beat Sage by count out. Count of 7, removes a turnbuckle. Count of 8. Sage just got up to her feet and makes it to the apron by 10, but Clyde counts for 10. Verosika now actually has a victory over the AWE champion. You have to imagine that's gotta frustrate Sage. Sage, who, and I want to point out, was absolutely dominant in this fight. Admittedly, I think Verosika hit 2 big moves, and those 2 big moves were on the outside at a count of 6. But a win is a win. A 10 count versus a 12-second match. Verosika takes the victory over Sage even after the attack. Was still somehow able to get this move off. And after that, we were at kind of 8, 9. And there was 10. Already had a foot back in the ring. Already did have a foot back in the ring. That's going to be a questionable call. And I would rather not lose another referee. So Clyde, please be more careful in the future. Oh my gosh. It is what it is. I don't think Shingo and Verosika have any, like, any deals going on. So, you know, yeah, that's just a bad referee call. It happens to the best of us. Put me back over the stars. I was going to say short and simple between those two, but it ended by countouts, so I can imagine that they still have some time to go. It is our semi-main. The girls were able to get the job done tonight. The boys look to do the same. I don't know who's going to answer this call. But call them, beat them if you want to reach them. Will they even show up? I have a feeling if the girls did, then as the stars go black, I assume the boys will too. It sounds like it. The disciples unwilling to stand down in the face of the IRC. They will not be bullied. They will not be threatened. They're here to do their jobs, and they're here to support Miku as best as they can. And with that, good on them. Not for nothing, very good on them. Stand up, gentlemen, as the night rolls on. Who will answer the call? Once again, I think this one is more interesting. I don't know who would answer the call for. Oh. I suppose that makes sense in the realm of Q-taro Burger. Gunther is here. These two had a battle of the bombs, the power bombs. Gunther can no longer use his power bomb finisher in the AWE. That being said, that's very bad, especially for Mitarai, who may be in the ring with him for the majority of the time. And we don't even know who Gunther's partner is. But I suppose we're gonna find out here tonight. I was gonna say there's no, like, The IRC is all ladies, you know what I mean? There are no gentlemen associated with the IRC. Razor from... Oh, never mind, there is one. Get the cameras off of him. Executive decision. Screw that guy. Hey, kick his head in. Gunther and Q-taro, they put on an incredible ambulance match, an incredible burger bomb match. I had to go back and watch the ambulance match. That one still brings up a little trauma with me because it was during that match that, that I took a little tumble and fall. And so did my son, but I digress. It is what it is. Stood back up top, and this is what I was, curious about. I was gonna say, Mitarai and Gunther, it scares me a little bit. For Mitarai's sake, especially since he is going one-on-one with the ring general. But Mitarai, keep in mind, he has been Miracle Mitarai for a hot minute. He has been a man whose stocks have been rising, putting on banger after banger. In the ring, rolled through. A man who almost beat March 7th one-on-one. I think in her Evernight form as well. Look at this. Also, I think it goes without saying, congratulations to March 7th for crossing that year mark. This past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Saturday, yesterday, actually. On March 7th, today is March 8th when this is coming out. Could be March 9th for some of you, but it is March 8th for the AWE picked up and dropped. I think if you are this team, you want Joy to get in. Because let's be real, I don't really remember Joy winning too many matches. I feel like Joy may have like one win under his belt, and boy, he got help for it. Sure enough, he did. But you know where he lost? AV Mania. You know who he lost to? Splendid, Pi, me, a couple people he don't like, but you know, it is what it is. You know, it's funny because nobody likes him either. He's some trash. Tag him in. Hey, schmurder him. Oh, they about to schmurder mans. Oh, get him, get him. You know, in my brain, I know that there's so much on the line, so I'm really, really rooting for the Disciples. But even more so, I hate Joy. So even if there was a team that I loved on the other side, I'd be like, ooh, that would be, it's a hard pick. But, look at this power bomb into it. Ooh, okay, look at the boys go. Look at the boys go, and this is a little bit more interesting. Stepping out of the way of that and hits a Joy with a Hurricane Rana. Joy, can you imagine tanking this for the IRC? Into the corner, tags been made again. Qiqi and Futaba weren't able to do too much of this later into the fight, but we saw a lot of tag team moves earlier on. Big ol' Claymore by Q-taro? Holy! You know, it's funny. These two went on their own little singles journeys at the end of the year last year and the beginning of this year. I forgot how good these two actually could be as a team. I forgot that they have a little bit of sauce in their arsenal as well, as right now they are decimating Joy. Big power slam. Big old splash in the corner. And Q-taro standing in place as over the ropes over the Q-taro double stomp. Oh yeah, get that Joy, hey. The last match that we saw with the Disciples was like where I'm on the edge of my seat. I can't believe they're doing this. This one, they just keep beating up Joy, and it's the greatest day of my life. Hey, woohoo! Get that man. Okay, you need to stop reversing that. Get him into the corner, and get a little smurder. Good punch. Hit him one more time. He'll be stunned. Oh, you're not just hitting him. Hey, Mitarai. Woo! Ooh. Maybe not. I was gonna say he's about to go flying, but then he got punched in the face. Okay, Joy. It has been a joy to watch you get beat up, so if you could continue losing. Yeah, that's right, Mitarai. Come on, stun him. Stun him. He's so close to being stunned. Put him in that corner. Hit him one more time. Yeah, stun that dirty, no good son of a gun. Come on, boys. They're not even my boys. They're Miku's boys for tonight. Oh, anybody who's in the ring against Joy, that's my boy. Even if they ain't a boy, that's my boy. You get him, Q-taro. Powerbomb him 90 times if you have to. Make sure he never wrestles again or calls a match again. I'll tell you what. Maybe afterwards we'll get Splinter to set him on fire or something. You didn't hear it from me, though. You did not hear that from me. I digress. Into the corner. Tag's been made. He has been unable to reverse too many of these tags, and that is a death sentence when it comes to this team who is destroying Joy. However, keep in mind, this team also has a very fresh Gunther. Mitarai, you gotta stop him. Mitarai, he's crawling. Mitarai, no. Who dodges the, I was gonna say dodges the slap, but chop rather, but only gets chopped again, so that ain't too good. Mitarai still alright. He does have a signature drop kick, but Gunther rolls through. Gunther's just so good. Look at this. Rolling him up. Crucifix pin, 1-0. Nothing but a 1. Into the ropes, but Gunther reverses. This is what I was worried about. You do not want Gunther in this ring. You want to keep beating up Joy. That's what the people want to see. That's what I want to see. Because look at this. The ring general will try and decapitate you like that. Goodness gracious. I want to point out, though, this is dropped. A high stress situation, but outside the ring is how 2 of the matches tonight were decided. 2 of the matches tonight were decided via countout, and Q-taro, I think, saying, look, we don't like to do this via countout, but we will if we have to. But Gunther rolls Q-taro out of the way. Mitarai going to do my favorite thing, and that's beat up Joy. Bam! Oh yeah, man. Beat up Joy. Beat up Joy. Beat up Joy, but don't beat up Q-taro. You need to stop. Did he rage up? Oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Q-taro, beat that man's up. Beat up. No, get him. Get him. Oh, no. Mitarai, be careful walking in there. Mitarai, I guess Mitarai getting himself counted out is also fine. Because he wouldn't lose by pinfall or submission, you know what I mean? Double stomp. Mitarai taking it to Gunther. Off the ropes. And big splash over Gunther. And that missed time may cause... Oh, man. Big man and big man are about to collide again. And Q-taro with that signature up and down. Right into the pinfall. Come on, baby 1. Come on, baby 2. Not resiliency, of course. And Joy's smart enough not to get into the ring, which is unfortunate. But maybe we'll see a burger bomb here. Oh, yeah. Up. And tossing Gunther back of his head into that bottom turnbuckle. Pinpoint accuracy like he's tossing a dart. And let me tell you, the boy... Yeah, get him too. Wait, hold on. No, hold on a second. That wasn't cool, Joy. You're not even supposed to be the legal person. Get back into the ring. Oh, Q-taro still has that bar. Q-taro still has that. Oh, he reversed a sleeper. Q-taro, hey, the boys are cooking. The boys, they are cooking. Uppercut. Went for a stomp there. Q-taro able to counter still. Holding on strong, up on the shoulders. Samoan drop. Mitarai and Q-taro, they're washing them. Wait a minute. Lift it up again. Drag towards the corner. I know Mitarai's got that animation kick. Doesn't look like he's going for it there. Goes underneath. Rolled through for the signature, but Gunther literally punts him right in the face. Up on the shoulders again. And drops him right on the back of his neck. And now Mitarai is starting to realize he's in there with the ring general. Heavy hands, heavy chops, and Boston Crab if he can get him over. And he does. And he does, and it hurts him bad, but Mitarai able to reverse the pressure. Punches Gunther and goes into a pinfall. He's hurt. 1, 2. Oh no, but reversal right back. 1. But Mitarai's still alright. He's still not hurt that bad. That could change in a moment's notice as Gunther does have a signature and it lands. Turns Mitarai inside out. And tags in Joy, who's also got a signature, and now we might be sweating a little bit. Now we may be sweating just a little bit because he's got Mitarai up. And Mitarai goes, hold on, reversing. Joy looking like an idiot. My favorite. Jumps over the ropes, but rolls out of the way. Steps right back up. Punches, and a double axe to the back. But Mitarai still able to get those feet up. Into the pinfall on Joy. Joy, he's hurting, but not hurting bad enough. Mitarai, you gotta hit that finish. You gotta hit that finish. I thought he was hitting the comeback for a second. You gotta hit that finish on Joy. Joy, I was gonna say, is the weaker opponent right now, but Gunther's also taking a fair bit of damage. Firing right back. Whatever you do, do not let Gunther get back in there. He does have a signature on the ready. That sleeper hold could very easily burn resiliency for you, Mitarai. Oh, no, 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 no. He's not stunned yet, but it looks like he might be now. We are in dire straits, and Gunther did get tagged back in. Mitarai, you gotta get out of there, my boy. You gotta get out of there. No, 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 no. Ugh! Right across the face of Mitarai. Stands him back up. Wait, no. He reversed the sleeper. Mitarai reversed the sleeper. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Tag's been made back to Burger Berg. And this powerbomb lands again. No, big chop. But he looks right back at him saying, you're trying to hurt my boy? You're trying to hurt young Mitarai? But Gunther saying, I'll fight you, and I'll fight you right back. Reversal of the finisher, though. Reversal of the finisher. And I think for a second there, he was thinking about going for that sleeper hold, but instead went into a German suplex. A suplex. The action is hot right now as the wheel kick lands on Gunther from Burger Berg. And we still have one more matchup. A OC championship match. Chance at Conquest being redeemed as a tag has been made. Mitarai popping up Gunther into that move by Q-taro, and it might be going right into a finisher. Mitarai's got two signatures, and I'm sorry, two finishers and a signature. That animation kick has hit, but now nobody can save Gunther. He still has a sig and a finisher. If he hits a signature or the tag team finisher, and it looks like they may do just that. Powerbomb connection. Face breaker for 1, 2. Hey, he even used the ropes. He said, we ain't losing this thing. Oh, no, no, no. Hold on a minute. Again with that Boston Crab. But again, keep in mind, Q-taro has been fine. Gunther is getting destroyed by this team. Ryoma and Q-taro, I'm sorry, not Ryoma, Ryota, Mitarai and Q-taro are cooking. They are a couple of lads. Hold on a minute. Got the foot up. Q-taro saves himself. Tried to knock out Gunther, but Gunther from behind finally locks in that sleeper hold on the Burger Berg. And it might be lights out soon. Oh, but Q-taro realizes, wait a minute, nothing's happened to me in this match. But Gunther, I want to point out, also has another signature. That's very scary. That is very scary, but Q-taro fires back. Lifting Gunther up. And spins him around into a neck breaker. Went for a big strike there. The Disciples are having a great night. Q-taro is looking dominant against Burger Berg as another tag's been made. Not a tag team finisher, but they got something going on here. And what is this? Double kicks to Gunther. And a senton right afterwards by Mitarai. Hey, I don't know. Look, I know a lot of people got some Mitarai stocks out there. They got some Q-taro stocks out there. They might just have some Disciple stocks out there. Hey, they're high over the last couple of weeks. Crazy mid-rotation in the air, and look at these kicks again, taking Gunther out, and he might be out cold. Y'all, is this gonna be the cleanest win of all time? Hey. I like to hold two big old middle fingers up to Shingo La'Mingo. I'm not gonna do that because I value my job and I don't want to make her any more angry than she is. But I think she might need to rethink messing with the disciples of Miku, because tonight they showed out and they showed off, taking victories on both ends. Q-taro Burgerberg and Mitarai destroyed both Joy and Gunther, but pinning Gunther, they didn't even take the easy way out. They didn't take the easy way out. Qiqi and Futaba put the metaphorical nail in the coffin on the Countout Merchant, saying, "This is how you lose." Qiqi could have brought her back into the ring and won the match via pinfall, but she said, "I don't remember much, but I do remember this," and then walked back in. And tonight, these two said, "We haven't tag teamed together in a long time, but we still got it." I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you are in the tag team division, you might want to watch out for these two, because they might have just gotten some spark back. Powerbomb lands, tossing the back of Gunther's head directly into that bottom turnbuckle. This is where we started to worry a little bit as that clothesline landed on Mitarai. But Mitarai said, "Turnabout's fair play," knocking Gunther's head almost clean off his shoulders, hitting some more big kicks, and 1, 2, 3. The disciples get the job done. Look at them. High fives all around. Hey. Shingo, what you gonna do? Shingo, what you gonna do? Not only did they show up in support of Miku, they still showed up and they fought your BS. So, Shingo, what you gonna do? It better be nothing. Not for nothing, but we must go on. It is a chance at chaos. I'm sorry, a chance at conquest redeemed. It is the Woken one. It is Magdalena. It is one-on-one. And it begins as the stars go black. It is main event time. And it's on. This is the second of 3 chances at conquest redeemed. Woken M is here. The Woken one has been making a name for herself ever since OC Revolution November. They have been a staple in the OC division since then. Has had incredible matches, has had showings in OC Rumbles, at Rebellions, had a great little, I guess, mini match inside of a gauntlet match between Jay. And tonight goes one-on-one for the championship against the champion, who does not have the championship, instead has it looks like a fancy box from royalty. It's like a little chest. It's got a brooch on it. What is inside? It is the AWE OC Championship. There is your queen and there is your champion. May be prone to fainting, but tonight, with the bright lights in her eyes, she'll be wide awake for the duration of this matchup to try to retain that OC Championship here at Rebellion. Let's see how it happens. Let's see what works out. I'm excited. We will see. We will see indeed. Magdalena. We can't even say is new to the scene, but is new to the single scene. And the second she stepped onto the single scene away from the tag team scene, where she held the tag team titles in the OC division for over a year, immediately wins the crown and immediately wins the title. Tonight, it is Magdalena versus the Woken One. In a match that I'm gonna say, hey, it has potential rather to be match of the night caliber, but it also depends on just how everyone is feeling, motivations, thoughts, where your heart is at. I don't know what is going on through the minds of these competitors, but they know they have the same goal: walk out with the championship, whether it be retention or reclaiming. The Woken One, who stayed out of any tricky business, has been so focused on tonight. And Magdalena, who looks to hold on to that championship heading into OC Revolution, April technically, the first week in April. We will see how this plays out. The Woken One, Magdalena, OC championship is on the line. And it's time to start this bad boy. As it's on. Early doors, Magdalena taking down the Woken One. Rolling through. And already calling for Woken to get up. I was gonna say early doors has been all queen. All queen. We're seeing purple scatter around the ring, but not in terms of doing moves. In terms of getting hit by them, but now we're seeing the grapple game. Magdalena was hot out of the gate, but now we're seeing a slower pace built up. Something we've seen from Woken over the past couple of weeks is focus. It's really easy to lose your focus in an arena this raucous, in a main event, scene essentially. Don't get caught up in the bright lights and you could walk out as champion. However, tonight, Magdalena is no easy feat to beat. Pluck from behind, Magdalena gets the best of that exchange. Kick to the gut and powerbomb position. Turned onto the shoulders and dropped onto the ropes. I think this is the first chance at chaos that has been claimed in a regular one-on-one match. A one-on-one affair. A one-on-one, rather, singles match. Playing things strictly by the book, which, you know what? Respectable. We've seen we've seen ladder matches, we've seen all sorts of other matches, but now we're starting to see Woken, I would say, waking up. And I think it's also a brilliant dichotomy to these two OCs, one named Woken, one who is, I suppose, awoken. And then Magdalena, a Sleeping Beauty-esque, per se. Two very different vibes in terms of just general structure of who they are. But right now, it's starting to even up. In fact, I would actually say it's starting to pull more so in the favor of the challenger. And that elbow drop does land right onto that Rebellion logo. Now we're seeing the body and the head get worn down to the champion. Maybe looking for a figure four, and it is locked in deep on the side there, but that's going to be easy for Magdalena to hit the knees and get out of that quick. Both have signatures. It's going to be a matter of who's going to be able to hit theirs first. Drop toe hold into the pinfall. Ropes are there for one. Ain't even close. Ain't even close. Clothesline. Oh, it's not gonna be a signature. The Woken one mounting a full comeback and going to the pinfall, saying, come on, that big kick is enough to take anybody down, but Magdalena kicks out, no resiliency. Queen for a reason. Magdalena burning some of that bar to try and get a cheeky roll up, but it's not enough. Not sure if that was the best idea, but it did force Woken to leave the ring, use that signature bar themselves to really get a handle back on this matchup, and now we're seeing Magdalena outside the ring. This is where things get a little scary. 2 of the matches tonight have ended by countout. 2 of these matches tonight have ended by countout. And countout means the champion stays champion. Magdalena tossing Woken back in, and I want to point out Magdalena's now got the signature on lock, has the signature ready, turns Woken around. And now Sleeper is locked in. Dragon Sleeper, a little Sleeping Beauty action. Couple of knees to the head though. And a low drop kick. Woken realizing, okay, hold on a minute. Let's slow this down and reorganize, reassess what's going on in this match. You can literally see the gears turning in the head of the purple one with the purple ears. Up on the middle rope. And, ooh, gets every ounce of that move. And a standing, ooh, into that. Oh, Magdalena does not have resiliency. 1 to 2. Champion is still alive. Champion still alive. And I want to point out Champion might not be alive anymore if this move hits and Magdalena does not have resiliency. But the challenger might not be alive either, because I want to keep in mind, Woken doesn't have resiliency either. Oh, and Magdalena popped up and sit down. The Princess Plunge for 1, 2, and the chance is still alive. This is wrestling chants from the audience. The packed crowd here at Rebellion. Off the ropes, crossbody, into the pin. Perfect positioning. 1, 2, but another kick out by Woken. My gosh. Kick to the back. Magdalena very close to having another finisher. Able to reverse there, and again picked up for the Princess Plunge, but reversed by Woken, who hits that clothesline, and Princess is down. Woken calling for the beginning of the end of this thing if this thing hits. Oh, right into the, ooh, that knee bar, but it's broken up by the ropes. Broken up by the ropes. But at this juncture now, it's going to be any big move, and Magdalena could be in danger. Drop kick. Tried to go for the pinfall, but the Queen rolls out of the ring. Smart. Smart decision. Magdalena unsure of where she is right now. Oh, Woken goes down. Woken goes down, but I do need to point out, oh, Magdalena still had a comeback. And what a prime opportunity to use it, because that has just earned her a signature on a Woken who may have to burn resiliency. 1, 2, no. Oh no, it ain't over. This is a main event for a reason. It's a championship match for a reason. Woken pushes away. Queen down. Queen still standing though. Went for a bulldog. Nobody's home. Woken was able to duck out of the way, just narrowly may have grazed the ears right at the top of the head. And carrying Magdalena over to the corner. Little snake eyes action into the pinfall. Is the Queen knocked out? Eyes closed. Able to kick out again, no resiliency. Neither of these two competitors are willing to give an inch here tonight. Into the ropes, so went for a big chop there. Went for a kick instead, but Magdalena caught Woken. And it hits, oh my gosh! That move, and if this Princess Plunge hits, it could be all over. Up, and again reversed into the corner. Rolled through, wheelbarrow bulldog. Standing, shooting star. 1, 2. Whew. There was no resiliency. I was sure that was it. But again has that knee, but again too close to the ropes. Again too close to the ropes. And now I think Woken realizing I panicked. I needed to get that done as soon as I could, and a big elbow drop to the heart of the champion. Dragging Magdalena back over again, rubbing the face of the champion, the tiara of the champion into the mat. It has been back and forth between these two, both of them desperate to retain or win the championship off of the ropes, and a big elbow right to the forehead. Princess may be taking a nap now, as now we're seeing one final call. Woken tried to go for that knee again. Nobody's home. Magdalena has a chance again, scooped up and dropped down onto the ropes. Magdalena climbing up to the top. Woken is in danger. Big splash. And going middle rope this time. Big splash again. No, Woken was ready for the second one. Went to the wall one too many times. Up on those ropes. Into the ropes. Big Luthez right to the face. And busting open the queen of the OCs. Oh, turned around. And I want to point out, both of them still have resiliency. That's the crazy thing to me. Because at this point, any move could get the job done. Somehow, some way, Woken was a little bit faster getting up after that reversal. Because now, look at this. Woken's got to be careful. Big splash right afterwards. Has to be careful. Has to get Magdalena back in the ring. Needs to. Because a count out means that there's no championship in the hands of Woken. Saying she's got plenty of time. I'll let her catch her breath. But didn't let her catch her breath enough to celebrate. Oh no. Twist of fate on the outside. Stood right back up. Magdalena's shockingly not stunned, but is in peril. But reversal of that grab. Not trying to drag. Oh. Drop the head. Drop the head of the challenger. Turns the challenger around, but reversing the signature. Tossing Woken to the side. Count of 6. Went for a stomp there. Went for a big boot there. Count of 7. Drag towards the ring. It looks like neither one wanted this thing in by count out. We're getting in dicey territory. Went for a drop kick. Nobody's home. Rolled through again. Into the corner. And a big chop. Magdalena's chest. Starting to look like hamburger meat. After that, big run from the corner into the pin. No resiliency. Injured champion. Blood on the face. 1, 2, 3. It's over. And after the darndest scrap we've seen in a long, long time. The second ever successful chance at Chaos. Woken stands tall. After an intense battle, both hitting incredible comebacks, both reversing big moves, hitting big moves. But at the end of the day, Magdalena did not have resiliency at that last pin. If it was built up, it would have been a longer match. And I think, honestly, it still could have gone either way. I want to say, honestly, if Magdalena got a pin right there instead, that world also exists. But it's all over for 1, 2, not there. And this is where we saw things get a little bit interesting, a little bit spicy. Big splash here. The champion was stunned. Magdalena tried to drink in, wake herself up, but a twist of fate spelled the beginning of the end. They both fought each other on the outside to a count of 7, but inside the ring, one Rana off the top rope and a slow count from Clyde means we have a new AWE OC champion. NA. Pop-Tart, that's for you. The Woken one. As I just spat all over my keyboard, I'm about to wipe it down. Is champion. What a night of action here tonight. Let's talk about it as we have a new champ alert. That sounds like Friday view. Woken in a strong main event. Goes one-on-one with the Queen and walks out with gold. Q-taro and Mitarai smoked the ring general and embarrassed Joy. I love it. Verosika was able to beat Sage by countout after getting destroyed by her. Skeletor, Dante, and Tenna had had maybe the darndest Extreme Rules match triple threat we've had in a minute. As Skeletor says, everyone's setting these tables on fire, but no one's using them. Now I'm gonna have to show them how it's done. Yeah, and he did. He's the king of flaming tables, and he's also the king of that match. And lastly, Hot Topic return only to lose via countout. The countout merchants that they are. Qiqi and Futaba get the job done. As that is our show. And what a show it was. Any news? Well, yeah, Woken is champion. Magdalena got injured. And that late match injury might have contributed to not being able to kick out as well. Now, how does that make sense, 2K? Sage literally attacked her from behind. Dante injured. Tenna, ooh. I might have to book Tenna next week. March oh, wait, hold on a minute. Are you telling me that March was not only in that Gauntlet Turmoil match, but she was in that Gauntlet Turmoil match injured? Ladies and gentlemen, that's rebellion. Keep your eyes out for Shingo La'Mingo. I hope and pray that nothing else crazy happens. Until next time, though, I'm the United States Savior. Congratulations to the Disciples. Congratulations to the new OC champion in Woken M. And I will see you all next Sunday. But before I say that, in the description, likely in the pinned message and in the pinned comment, the forms for your Ticket to Paradise submissions are open. They will be open for a little bit, and then there will be a voting period, and count them, 6 like always. Competitors will do battle, and we'll see which one of your votes goes on to the golden ticket match. So, until then, happy submissions, and thank you for watching.